Holly Trantham, Beyond Getting By, The Financial Diet's Guide to Abundant and Intentional Living. Welcome to a journey beyond the confines of traditional financial advice, as Beyond Getting By, The Financial Diet's Guide to Abundant and Intentional Living by Holly Trantham redefines how you perceive and handle money. This book debunks the myth that frugality and deprivation are the hallmarks of financial success and instead introduces a more balanced, compassionate approach to managing finances. Dive into ideas that challenge the shame and systemic issues tied to money, explore practical budgeting techniques like the 50-30-20 rule and the psychological model of ego, superego, and discover how acknowledging the happiness threshold can enhance your financial satisfaction. From redefining cheapness to understanding how to negotiate your worth and combat imposter syndrome, this summary provides the tools to reshape your financial habits and achieve a more fulfilling, value-driven life. Let's explore how financial security supports not only your goals, but also your well-being and happiness.
Money without shame. Good financial management doesn't have to mean a life of self-denial. Instead, embrace a more liberating way to handle money that sidesteps the pitfalls of rigid budgeting and the inevitable cycle of frustration. Drawing a parallel to the short-lived promises of fad diets, traditional financial methods often impose strictures that prioritize frugality above all else, planting the seeds of discontent and leading many to abandon their fiscal plans. American cultural narratives, steeped in puritanical ideals, have long endorsed a shame-infused approach to money management. This perspective is particularly reflected in the advice of financial gurus like Dave Ramsey, who emphasize stringent frugality and a strong aversion to debt. Ramsey's methodologies, rooted in evangelical Christian beliefs, advocate for cutting all fun expenditures, swearing off credit cards, and focusing solely on personal accountability as the path to financial success. Such strategies dangerously downplay the significance of systemic issues that often shape financial realities. Lindsay Bryan Podvin, a practiced financial therapist, challenges the notion that shame is a viable motivator for fiscal discipline. Particularly pernicious for women, shame can trap individuals in a debilitating cycle of self-reproach and hinder genuine progress. Rather than lamenting occasional indulgences, it's more advantageous to embrace compassionate budgeting. Focusing on small victories instead of perceived shortcomings can create a healthier financial mindset. Practical money management thrives on three foundational practices: punctual bill payments, avoiding debt for lifestyle upgrades, and nurturing long-term financial ambitions. The 50-30-20 rule offers a straightforward framework: allocate 50% of your income to necessities, 30% to personal pleasures, and 20% to future-oriented financial commitments. Flexibility remains crucial, allowing adjustments to fit personal circumstances and living expenses. An alternative budgeting perspective uses the concepts of ego, superego, and ID to bring balance. Here, the financial ego ensures essentials like housing and food are covered. The financial superego targets long-term objectives such as saving and debt reduction, and the financial ID allows room for personal enjoyment. This approach underscores a holistic view, ensuring that while you secure immediate essentials and future dreams, your present satisfaction isn't overlooked. Leaving behind restrictive, shame-centric budgeting promises an enriched life where financial management bolsters rather than confines. Aim for a financial strategy that not only secures your future but also celebrates the present, cultivating a balanced and shame-free relationship with money, and letting you prioritize what truly adds value to your life. Happiness in money. Many Americans find themselves unprepared for unexpected expenses, like a $500 emergency, reflecting a financial reality that traditional budgeting advice often neglects. Popular cost-cutting suggestions, such as growing your own food, sharing your living space, or relocating, assume privileges that aren't universal, like owning extra land or having a flexible job. For those with limited means, deeper budget cuts aren't feasible, making a mental shift in how we perceive money essential. The concept of the happiness threshold plays a crucial role here, defining a point where increased income boosts happiness, but only up to an extent. Beyond this threshold, extra money doesn't necessarily equate to more happiness. It's vital to recognize this threshold varies greatly between individuals, influenced by unique circumstances and living environments, from bustling cities like Manhattan to quieter places like Nebraska. The study of adult development from Harvard underscores the importance of relationships in achieving happiness, alongside pursuing autonomy in living true to personal values. While these aspects aren't inherently linked to wealth, financial security often enables the time and resources needed to nurture them. Curiously, those with substantial wealth sometimes report feeling less happy, experiencing more isolation and engaging less with family and friends, a paradox of plenty. They might find themselves tangled in social circles echoing their own economic status, which can lead to a lack of empathy and a tendency toward money addiction, similar to gambling, that breeds social isolation and mental health challenges. High earnings can also bind individuals to unsatisfying jobs in what's known as the golden handcuffs phenomenon, encouraging lifestyle inflation and a misleading belief that more income equals more happiness. Realizing your happiness threshold involves a deep understanding of your core values and aligning your expenses accordingly. Assess your spending against what's truly important to you, ensuring essential needs and value-driven wants are met within your income's limits. Regularly reassess your financial situation to match it with your changing circumstances and values. Ultimately, financial stability should be a means to support a balanced life where money is a tool rather than the destination. By anchoring on personal values and embracing adaptability, you can cultivate a fulfilling life that transcends conventional notions of wealth. Ensure your financial goals evolve with your life and values, avoiding the trap of confusing mere cheapness with genuine frugality. Rethink spending habits. The pervasive culture of cost-cutting has spiraled into an obsession, driving us towards excessive and often mindless consumption that sacrifices quality, ethics, and environmental responsibility. Fast fashion typifies this trend, with companies like Shine offering an overwhelming array of inexpensive products, enticing consumers to buy more than they need. The downside of this affordability is stark. Exploitative labor practices and substantial carbon footprints mar the fast fashion industry. For many, the temptation lies not in necessity but in acquiring more for less, undermining the appreciation for quality and leading to waste. Achieving financial well-being requires discerning between having an abundance mindset and succumbing to an excess mindset. An abundance mindset is about finding comfort in one's resources and spending wisely on what truly matters, rather than hoarding out of fear of missing out. Balancing financial aspirations with personal desires is crucial. Financial therapist Lindsay Bryan Podvin suggests a both-and strategy, promoting the pursuit of financial goals while enjoying life's joys harmoniously. This involves thoughtful spending, aligning with core values, and making well-considered financial choices. Recognizing various forms of cheapness sheds light on spending habits. Material cheapness focuses on low cost at the expense of quality and ethics, leading to frequent replacements and dissatisfaction. Transactional cheapness stems from underpaying for services, affecting workers who depend on fair compensation. Social cheapness treats interactions as transactions, straining relationships unnecessarily. In romantic contexts, relationship cheapness manifests as inequitable financial contributions, fostering imbalance and resentment. Advanced planning, like creating sinking funds designated for specific goals, can enable deliberate spending without financial stress. For instance, setting aside funds for travel allows for impromptu getaways without derailing your budget. Transforming cheap habits requires patience and determination. Start by targeting a single area where you aim to embrace abundance, perhaps reserve a modest amount regularly for a particular purpose or disengage from brands that lead you astray with unnecessary buying. This is a gradual effort, but committing to mindful and ethical spending paves the way for a more enriching and balanced financial journey. Claim your worth. Navigating the journey to financial prosperity requires more than just ambition, it's about owning your value and boldly negotiating your worth. Imposter syndrome often stands as a formidable barrier, causing many, especially women and marginalized groups, to doubt their capabilities despite clear accomplishments. This pervasive sense of being a fraudulent success story, first defined by Clance and Imes in 1978, can thwart professional advancement by eroding confidence. The statistics are telling: 3/4 of female executives have wrestled with these feelings, and more than half of women between 25 and 34 are affected. For women of color, the challenge intensifies with the need to constantly affirm their competence due to systemic workplace inequities. Recognizing and confronting such internal and external hurdles is vital in harnessing confidence. Acknowledging that many successful figures benefit from existing systemic advantages can help reframe one's perspective on meritocracy, a concept steeped more in myth than reality. Building a robust strategy for effective negotiation involves more than tactical planning. Maintaining a career journal to outline your achievements and prepare for performance reviews is crucial. Fostering meaningful workplace connections transforms negotiations from strictly transactional encounters to opportunities for collaborative growth. Keep in mind, companies operate chiefly in their own interest, and there's nothing wrong with ensuring your ambitions are equally prioritized. Negotiating for better pay isn't a mere option but a necessity, since organizations often start by meeting, not exceeding, your requests. Even modest raises have a cumulative effect, deeply influencing lifetime earnings. For freelancers, accurate rate setting is imperative. It goes beyond meeting immediate costs to genuinely reflect your skill set and contributions. Those in hourly positions can showcase their potential through additional tasks and learning opportunities, boosting their prospects despite limited direct negotiation. Beyond salary, non-monetary perks like tuition reimbursement are invaluable. Remaining open to opportunities from competitors can also act as leverage for better compensation. Regular performance check-ins with your manager ensure you stay aligned with your goals. Diligently track accomplishments and continually assess career prospects within and outside your current organization. True performance gains are not a matter of instant action but rather the result of ongoing self-advocacy and calculated planning. Embracing your inherent worth and confidently communicating it is key to overcoming imposter syndrome and achieving the financial success you deserve. Rethinking true success. Society often defines success through the relentless chase of ambition and wealth, yet this path frequently leads to toxic workplaces and personal discontent. To find true fulfillment, it's crucial to align your professional life with your personal values and champion a healthier, more inclusive work culture. The Kardashian-Jenner family exemplifies the pitfalls of traditional success models. Despite Kim Kardashian's hard work mantra, her family's rise is marred by privileges such as private education and early media exposure, distancing them from the typical American journey. The significant wealth contrast between their lifestyle and the low wages of their employees highlights a deeper issue. Kylie's acclaimed self-made billionaire status is similarly problematic, overshadowed by her pre-existing social media influence. This brand's beauty and fashion ventures perpetuate an unrealistic, costly image, underscoring an unhealthy focus on aesthetics and wealth. Beyond this family, unpaid internships reveal systemic privilege masked as merit. Such roles often exclude those unable to work without compensation, widening the inequality gap. The reality is that many attain success through connections rather than sheer hard work or talent. Advocating for improved workplace conditions and fair pay is vital to building a more equitable work environment. Managers should actively support their teams by securing raises and nurturing positive feedback, fostering fair hiring practices. Unions stand as beacons of workplace advocacy, offering higher pay, better benefits, and improved working conditions. Building a union involves cultivating peer relationships, seeking external support, and gaining legal recognition. Though challenging, the rewards greatly enhance workplace fairness and employee satisfaction. By moving beyond traditional indicators of wealth and power, we can redefine success. Championing equitable practices and collective well-being creates vibrant workspaces where everyone has the chance to prosper.
In Beyond Getting By, Trantham successfully shifts the focus from stringent budgeting to a holistic, value-based financial wellness model. Key takeaways highlight the futility of shame-based financial strategies and introduce adaptive budgeting frameworks rooted in personal values. By understanding the happiness threshold, you learn that financial contentment isn't merely a function of wealth, but of aligning your spending with what truly matters. A critical differentiation between frugality and excess ensures ethical, quality consumption without overindulgence, paving the way for authentic financial security. Furthermore, the insights on overcoming imposter syndrome and negotiating your value empower you to break systemic barriers, driving equitable workplace reforms. By advocating a values-aligned life, this summary encapsulates how financial management becomes a tool for abundance, not a recipe for scarcity. Embrace these insights as you craft a life that harmoniously blends financial health and personal fulfillment.